Hello everyone, it's Deathstalker here again. Welcome back for another video. Happy Saturday to all of you, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I do hope you're staying safe. I hope you're keeping well. So, it is that time again. It's time for a new Hearthstone expansion, the Scholomance Academy. I'm very excited for this because I'm a massive Kel'Thuzad fan. So, any more KT that we can get in our Hearthstone lives, I'm very happy about that. So I'll be giving away one 55-pack pre-order bundle. So there'll be one lucky winner chosen. This is open to EU, NA and Asia server players. Please note, if you've already got the bundle, you can't get it twice. And to have a chance of winning this bundle, you need to be a subscriber of the channel. And you simply need to leave a comment on this video telling me one thing you enjoy about Hearthstone. It's that simple, just one thing. The deadline is 10 PM UK time on Friday the 24th of July. And then I will announce the winner on Saturday the 25th of July. I will leave a pinned comment announcing who the winner is, and I will reply to your individual comment notifying you as a winner. So if you do win the bundle, please look out for my reply. You'll then, if you are the winner, you'll then need to send me your Battle.net ID. You could reply to the comment or send me a DM on Twitter. And you'll need to tell me which region you're on, EU, Asia or NA. We'll become friends in game, and once the friend request is sorted, I will send you the gift. If you're not already on my friends list, then it could take a few days before Blizzard actually allow the gift to be gifted. So yes, please look out for the reply if you are the winner, and please get in touch with me. We have had situations in the past where one of the announced winners has not given me their Battle.net ID or replied to me, and therefore couldn't claim their prize. Before we get to today's deck, I just wanted to address a comment made by a viewer last week. So they've said, apparently my voice is ugly, I trash talk, and I'm hard to listen to. So I love getting feedback from people, and over the last few years, you know, I've had positive feedback, I've had constructive feedback telling me how to improve, and I appreciate all of that feedback, and I love interacting with people in regards to that feedback. And I'm not a great player of Hearthstone, I'm quite an average player, but the focus of this channel is really to showcase often off-meta decks that don't get a lot of attention. And I like to play those decks, have fun with those decks, spread awareness of those decks, and spread awareness for the players, the deck authors who have come up with those decks, and give them a little bit of exposure. That's sort of the purpose of my channel, and any feedback that I can get that can help improve that experience, I'm all for it. Just addressing this very quickly, trash talking, I don't think I trash talk a lot. I like to consider myself as quite a calm, chilled out player. Okay, very occasionally I may sort of rage a little bit, or be a bit triggered by a bit of RNG, but that doesn't happen too often. Apparently I'm hard to listen to. That I can understand to a degree. So if you are listening to my accent right now, you may be forming an impression in your head of what I look like and who I am. So in the past, people have made assumptions. They said, oh, he must be English, because I apparently have this posh English accent. Well, I'm actually, you know, I'm Asian, but I was born in the UK, grown up in London, lived in London all of my life. And so I think I've ended up getting this accent. This is not an act, this is how I speak naturally, and I can see how that may be hard to listen to, where certain words, the way I pronounce them, the way I emphasize them, may be hard to hear, hard to engage with, and so I can see how some people may find my accent hard to engage with. But the other bit of feedback there, where they call my voice ugly, can you describe voices in terms of looks? Can we call a voice ugly? Can we call it pretty? Can we call it handsome? on that kind of a scale. I'm not so sure. But anyway, I will take all feedback, and I thanked the viewer for their feedback, and I was sorry if I offended them with my voice, and said I would talk less. Now, I posted this on Twitter, and actually I received a lot of nice comments from people, so thank you for those comments. Thank you for that positivity. The most significant feedback I've received over the years has been about my voice and how people have enjoyed listening to my voice. Just looking at some of the feedback here now, Astral's Flame loves my voice. It's a nice soothing sound and it makes him want to listen more. Very nice of him to say. John says the voice is literally perfect. He loves the content in the voice. Someone's opinion expressed in a toxic manner do not change. Thank you, John. Nilla1990 saying, please talk more. He got quite worried when I said I'd try to talk less. I was joking about the talking less bit. Nilla1990 saying that my voice is legitimately the best one out there. Wow, that's high praise. And he says it's hard to explain, but it wraps in the listener in like a thin cloth, so you feel nice and comfy. Please don't change. That is one of the nicest things that anyone's ever said about me or my voice. So, thank you so much for that. That's just a really nice thing to say. Makes me feel very happy. Philip said, bing bong, their opinion is wrong. Thank you, Philip. And the Devil's Cat, Alex, says that, my voice is very relaxing to hear, and he enjoys kicking back with one of my videos, listening to my voice. Zodiac says that I have the voice. Wow, okay, so again, high praise there. The ultimate voice. And he says that he's French and he understands the words. So that's another bit of feedback that I've received from people over the years. People who do not have English as their first language. English may be their second, third or fourth language. And they've listened to my videos, picked up phrases and words, and it's helped them learn English, they've told me, which is an incredible honour to hear from people. And Ghost Dog says, my voice is great, ignore the trolls. So yes, thank you for all of the positive comments out there. I know a lot of you out there listen to my videos, watch my videos for the voice. So thank you for that. Hopefully my voice doesn't change anytime soon. I'll keep trying to entertain you with the voice, as Zodiac says. Now, today's deck is Dane's Egg Hat Hunter. I saw Dane playing this on YouTube, an incredibly entertaining deck to be sure. The idea is to play the eggs, to play the hats, to replay the hats again and again and again, and then play Zul'jin, and Zul'jin will recast the Explorer's hats again and again and again. That's the plan. It's a bit of a meme in some ways. But you can certainly win games with the deck. Dane was winning with this deck. As you'll see in this video, I've won some games with the deck. It can absolutely win. Just please do not think of this as a tier 1 meta deck. Please do not spend 8,000 dust crafting this deck and then come back to me in the comments section and say, I've lost 5 games. Then say, I've lost 10 games. And then you come back and say, I've lost 15 games. As someone did last week. In reference to a do-win creation, they kept saying that they kept losing games. Remember, I am showcasing off-meta decks, spotlighting off-meta decks that can win games, but in order to win with off-meta decks, I think you have to be an especially good player. I'm not saying I'm an especially good player, but I think I'm just trying to draw attention to the fact these decks are different and they are fun to play. Now, Dane had 2 copies of Runic Egg. I took out 1 copy of Runic Egg and I added Deathstalker Rexxar to this deck. The reason being, sometimes you need a bit of a late game push. If all of your eggs have been neutralised and dealt with and you're top decking and you're not able to maintain any kind of substantial board, Rexxar can solve the problem, generating you infinite value with those incredible beasts. So Rexxar to the rescue in the long game, as you will see in this video. Okay, so we're going to have a look at this deck now in action on the Wild Mode ladder. Thanks again to Dane for the deck list. And we're starting out against a warrior.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Okay, so the aim is to get to rank 4. I played some fun decks and I went from rank 3 to rank 5. Now we want to get back to rank 4 again on the diamond part of the ladder. So, Mr. Warrior, are you pirates? Yes, you are. And there's a ship's cannon. Interesting. So, a nice kind of a counter to the cannon is the egg. He's not going to want to trigger that egg. Not yet. But hopefully we get lucky here. And he triggers the death rattle on the egg. We get the 4/4. Brilliant. Beautiful. Now we kill the cannon, and that's very helpful. Now, of course, there's still a board of pirates, which is a bit scary. But you have to trade one pirate in, at least. That's helpful. Okay. Essentially another cannon getting played there, even if it's not called a cannon. But he didn't trade! He did not trade. And now he gets punished. And I bet now he'll trade. Yep, there it is. Oh, follow the rules. Gotta love it when you force them to follow the rules. So we can't kill that. But we can load up the board. What we'd really like is Feign Death. The eggs on their own don't do a lot. Well, actually, in this case, they do something. They hopefully absorb, yes, those hits there. That's good. That's really, really good. And there's the Feign Death. Beautiful. And this synergy here. The hat, onto the beast, into the Feign Death. Beautiful. Okay, this is fine. It's turn 6. And I don't think he's coming back into this game. We've got the board. Oh look, another one. That's great. Playing the other egg here doesn't really do anything. It just crowds the board. So we just play the Feign Death. Could have hero powered. But buffing the egg so it can attack, I think that's more relevant here. And that's game over. There's no way he comes back here. So getting a bit of hat value there, which was quite good. Being able to play multiple copies of the hat in this game. And the eventual idea, of course, is you play Zul'jin, right? And then Zul'jin starts casting those hats onto your board. That's the meme sort of part of the deck. The fun, the really fun part of the deck. But you don't need it.
Very clever.
You don't need it. It's just enough to have this board presence with these beasts coming out of the eggs. This is more than enough, and I suspect that my opponent has decided
Greetings. I trust you will not waste my
that he's
time.
had enough, and he's going to waste our time, and rope us and quit. I guess this is a rage quit.
What now?
He's clearly very embarrassed, very upset that an egg hat hunter deck has beaten him. You know, he's playing pirates, tier 1 deck, thinking, why haven't I won? It's turn 7. I should have won by now. Oh look, another hat. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. Okay, so we can beat pirates. That's a pretty good test for this deck. And we passed. Okay, next game. It's a Warlock. Now, it's either Cube Lock or it's Discardlock. Very unlikely to be Reno Lock in this meta. I'm hoping it's Discardlock and not Cube Lock. And it looks like Discardlock. Unless it's Zoo Lock without the discard effects, but unlikely. So, Wandering Monster. In my opinion, a highly underrated secret.
What fools these mortals be!
Because it can do things like this. It can force 2 trades.
The truth is in here!
Yep, there's the second trade. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Listen and obey.
Now play dead there, just getting us a 3/4 body that he now has to deal with. The egg on its own would have done very little. But now we've at least got something on the board that can contest his 4/3 or get a value trade on the 3/2. I could play the hat, get the value trade on the 4/3. I think that's even better. So we don't just give him a card off of the 3/2 death rattle. Yes, actually, he's got to make the trade himself to get the card.
There is so much untapped power in this.
Make him work for it. Oh, hello. Isn't that useful? So, couple of 3/4s, sure. And just like that, you get this board presence. It's pretty effective. He wouldn't have been expecting it. All he would have seen was 2 eggs on the board.
Who dares summon me?
And now we have 2 3/4s as well.
A mistake.
That didn't work out for him. So, like we saw in the game against the Pirate Warrior, the eggs are good against the cannons. Here, Fist of Jaraxxus hitting an egg
The eternal hunt has begun.
is not what he wanted. And now the Eternal Hunt has begun.
Such a fate!
So it is time to outvalue him with Deathstalker Rexxar now. Rexxar for sure, one of my favourite cards in the game. It doesn't see play all that often on the Wild Ladder. So any opportunity I can get to play it, I'm happy to do so. Happy to play the Feign Death rather than the hero power there, it's fine. We're not desperate to generate a beast here. And Rexxar, of course, was not in the original deck.
Well played.
But against aggressive decks, if anything, I value the 2 damage AoE that he can do. I think it has a place here in the deck. I think if you're facing an aggressive meta, it has value for sure.
Sylvanas versus Tyrande.
Okay, let's look at another game.
Victory for the Forsaken.
Our final game is against a priest. Okay. So consider this to be the ultimate test, because this is more than likely a Reno priest. Not sure if I should have kept any of those cards, but this hand seems a lot better. Mad Scientist. We have an egg, so maybe we can activate it. That's pretty good. Oh, Double Scientist. And can we just take a moment to reflect on Mad Scientist? It's been around a long, long time. Naxxramas came out, what was it, August 2014? So we're heading into 6 years of Mad Scientist being played in decks.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
And in the year 2020 on Wild Mode, it is still seeing play. I think that's pretty amazing, and I think a testament to how good this card is.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I think the question you have to ask yourself with Mad Scientist is, does your deck play enough secrets? Or are you just going to draw all of your secrets in your hand, and then the Scientist? I guess we can't kill that easily. I mean, we could have played the Beast. And then we could have played the Play Dead and hoped to snipe down the Bran. But I like this better. I like getting a 4/4 on the board. Actually, rephrase that. I liked getting a 4/4 on the board. Now, I'm not so sure, because I can't get to Bran easily. The idea was to get the value trade with the 4/4 on Bran, but there's a big dragon blocking the way.
I'll show them.
But you know, it's really, really nice to see Dragon Priest seeing play. You've got to assume it's the Reno variant. But dragons are cool. And Twilight Guardian, by the way.
At last,
I love that card.
disciple.
That's the card you really don't see played very often anymore. Used to be a staple in dragon decks. But now, you know, you've really got to be going all in on dragons to see that card, see any kind of play. It fits in a Reno deck, I suppose. Okay, so Kazakus Bran, great value for him. Very unfortunate for me. I've got to assume he's picked AoE. So my board states are not going to survive going forward, that's for sure. So I'm going to make a prediction, and that is that Rexxar, Deathstalker Rexxar, will probably have to carry me in this game.
The eternal hunt has
And on that note, the Eternal Hunt has begun. We may as well start generating the value now. Why wait? Because we're going to need all the value we can get to outlast him, I think. Okay. Well, at least he used that on my face and not a minion. That's something. The Hellball seems fine. And maybe we taunt it up. Question is which taunt. I guess we go with the taunt with the higher attack power. We can test the 5/5. And we get a benefit from this. The Death Rattle will buff something in our hand. That's a bonus, I suppose.
Secret agent, coming!
Oh wow, Secret Agent. Now that's a card. That is a really strong card. The one thing that makes me happy though is that you can't steal Deathstalker Rexxar, because we already played it. Tundra Rhino? Snowflipper Penguin, I guess? So we play a 3/6 Rhino for 5 rather than a 2/5 Rhino. I guess that's decent.
Which tracks to follow?
Not entirely sure what to do here. So I'm just going to play dead. Sure. Put some stuff on the board. I want to try and combo those beasts in hand with the Rhino, because there's charge potential there. I want to hold back on that for the time being.
I wonder.
He's taking this nice and slow. Is he not going to commit anything? Okay, there's a dragon. Sure. Small dragon. Okay, and that's it. With a hand full of cards, he floated 5 mana. That's interesting. What am I being set up for? What kind of ridiculous combo does he have in his hand that I need to be afraid of? But anyway, Dire Frenzy on the Porcupine is pretty sweet, to say the least. And do I want to create enough of a board state to force a Psychic Scream? Is that what I'm going for here? Not to commit too much? Ooh, Entomb.
Is someone injured?
You don't see Entomb often. Instead of traditional Reno Priest, right? Is that a card that sees play these days? I don't think so. Okay. What do we do here? I guess if in doubt, generate a zombie beast. Timberwolf seems cheap. I'm not sure about the rock, so we go with Timberwolf. And poisonous, I guess?
An easy target.
So there's a worry there with Northshire Cleric being able to generate some value. Can attack into our minion and heal it. Draw a card. We don't want that to happen. So the best thing to do here, maybe. It feels bad, but yeah, playing Gorfine there seems fine. It stops him getting draw value from the cleric.
Next stop, ground floor.
Oh, maybe not. Well, actually, yes, because the explosive triggers. That's fine. Okay. He wants to trigger the secrets to pave the way to play whatever it is he's going to play now. His hand full of cards. And Dragon Queen Alexstrasza.
I am the storm
Wait. He only got one dragon. That was a... Yeah, that was a big mistake. One dragon only. From the Dragon Queen. Wow, okay. Maybe this mistake will come back to haunt him. Meanwhile, Poisonous Rush. Targeting 2 minions. Beautiful. And the Hydra lives. This is ever so relevant. So, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for Psychic Scream. Would he Psychic Scream this board? I mean, there's a Poisonous Minion, there's a Gore Fiend that has a Death Rattle. Wow, this guy really is all in on dragons, isn't he? Ooh, the Princess. Interesting. And the Poisonous Divine Shield. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Do we play it now? I guess there is value on Gore Fiend, yeah? Seems okay. We have to double trade. That's good value for him, but we pop the Death Rattle. Again, good value for us. So does he have no Psychic Scream in hand? Is that a read here? Is this a board you'd Psychic Scream? I mean it is, right? With the Death Rattles, so... Can we just assume he doesn't have it in hand, or maybe he doesn't play it in the deck? Maybe he's focusing so much on dragons, he's removed some of the core spells, but then he plays Entomb in his deck, of all things. Surely Psychic Scream is better than Entomb, so he must play Psychic Scream as well. So timing here is going to be very important, and how much we commit to the board is also going to be important. Arthas? And Lifesteal? Yeah. I may just rush that in now. Just so we can get the Death Rattle triggered and see what we get. Oh, wow, Frostmourne. That's actually pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's fine. He's nearly dead. And now I'm looking at this Rhino. Oh god. I was looking at the Rhino and the Porcupine to help find us lethal. But Zul'jin. Wow. It's given him the armor. And it's giving him the board. And more healing. Unbelievable. Well, that's just caused a bit of a problem for us. So, I think I have to kill that. I really don't like where this is going with our health total. We're very low. We need to find a beast that can heal us. Because, no doubt, Shadow Reaper Anduin is in this deck. It will be coming down soon enough. He's just waiting for the right moment. And he's got a handful of cards. So, our face is going to take a lot of damage from Anduin. Wow. Lifesteal. That's what I need.
On wings of destruction they come.
Okay, please kill it. Thank you. Okay, down to 14. Hydra, sure. And maybe we make it a 7 health Hydra? Sorry, an 11 health Hydra? 4 plus 7? Yeah, we can do math. Okay. Still holding back on this this Rhino and this Porcupine combination. I want to surprise him with it. It's at least 8 charge damage, right? Oh god. Another into. So it's worthy of an emote. Actually, I just like hearing Deathstalker Rexxar's emotes. I think they're pretty cool. Okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna go for this. This is a lot of damage. It's not lethal, but it's close. So now, I am challenging him to either have Psychic Scream, which we've not seen yet, or Reno, or some other kind of healing. Oh, okay. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, calm down. Oh, that's a big pickup. But we check the beasts first. Dread Scale. Can we get poison? No, no poison beast. So we took the lifesteal with the Dread Scale. This is a lot of damage again, but it's not lethal. And we know he has another Reno in hand. I emoted excessively on that last turn. I should calm down a bit. Okay, so does he have to play the other Reno here just to survive, or does he have another solution here to the board? He really needs to kill the Rhino more than anything else. I mean, and obviously deal with the other minions, but if he's doing anything first, he needs to get rid of the Rhino. Because if he doesn't, that zombie beast has charge. And that's going to be 8 to the face. Oh, there it is.
Betrayed me.
So another potential answer there. Shadow Reaper Anduin. However, this is lethal if he doesn't do any kind of healing here, and he doesn't. Wow, he left the Rhino on the board. I mean, either this or Call of the Wild.
Well played.
But this is more stylish. Yeah. Dread Scale to the face. With healing, of course. Okay, so Dane's Egg Hunter. Incredibly fun deck, ladies and gentlemen, to play. Give it a try if you've got the cards, right? If you've got the cards, see how it works out for you. I did not have an opportunity to play Zul'jin in any of those games. Well, actually, the priest did steal Zul'jin and play it, which is pretty cool. But I've not had an opportunity to play Zul'jin. It's just not been needed. Did I ever draw it? I can't remember. But it turns out that Deathstalker Rexxar can really help carry you in the late game, particularly against priests, particularly against other classes that put roadblocks in your way. Find the right beasts with poison effects, healing effects. You know, it's just finding answers to problems. That's what Rexxar can do for you. So I'm really glad that I included him in the deck. I can certainly see situations where if you don't have Rexxar in the deck, you just run out of beasts, you run out of eggs, you run out of ammunition, your hand dries up, and you just sort of sizzle out, right? Whereas Rexxar just keeps those threats going turn after turn after turn for you. So overall, fun deck to play, different to anything else that's currently out there on the Wild Mode ladder. Okay, so as we wrap up here, please remember to give yourselves a chance to win the giveaway, the 55-pack pre-order bundle for the Scholomance Hearthstone expansion. This is a big thank you from me to you for all of your support, and just to show you how grateful I am for that support. And the winner will be announced next Saturday here in a pinned comment, so please remember to look out for that. And until then, enjoy the remainder of your weekend, or what's left of it, and I'll see you all in a week's time.